happiness into you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down till I was too high.
Welcome, 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 everyone. It's time to get this show on the proverbial road. Hello again. My name was Zach Crone. I am your MC. I will hold for applause. Thank you for joining us one more time for the More Than Pink Walk virtual kickoff. We have a fantastic program in store for you tonight. A few of us have gathered here at the Komen office in a safe and physically distant sort of way so that we can provide you with the latest and greatest as a team. I have the pleasure of working with Susan G. Komen and have done so for the past 3 years. And in support of the women of my family, I want nothing more than to find a cure for breast cancer. A few housekeeping items and reminders for tonight's program. There are certain things that we've done to make sure that we all have a wonderful run of show. You'll all be muted throughout the program. So if you have any questions, we'll provide contact info for you to reach out directly throughout the course of the program. We have as 3 wonderful giveaway items as well for anyone who RSVP'd and are present on the call tonight. You will be eligible to win. You're going to possibly win a 2-hour Duffy boat ride for 8 people in Newport Beach, a 2-night stay for 2 at the Renaissance Palm Springs Hotel, or a 3-day, no night, just days. No, I'm kidding. A 3-day and 2-night stay for 2 in a standard view suite with breakfast and parking at the Doubletree Suites by Hilton, Doheny Beach, Dana Point. I'll be pulling and announcing the winners throughout the program, so be sure that you're paying attention. And if you're not here, please raise your hand. If you're a winner of one of those great items, be on the lookout for an email from Komen with redemption information. First up, I have the pleasure to welcome our 2020 More Than Pink Walk Committee Chair. She was diagnosed with triple-negative stage 2 breast cancer at the tender age of 33. At that time of her diagnosis, she had 3 young daughters, all under the age of 10. Today, she is celebrating 15 years of being cancer-free and graduating from mom to grandma. Since her diagnosis over 15 years ago, she and her entire family have donated countless hours of their time as volunteers and have fundraised thousands of dollars for Komen, Orange County, significantly contributing to the work Komen is doing in the Orange County community. Without further ado, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce Rebecca Holtquist.
Okay, let me get this mask off. All right, everyone, good evening, and it's good to be with all of you tonight. I know typically we'd be gathering in person, amping up our energy and having a good time, but this kickoff is virtual tonight, and this is where we're gonna start our walk campaign. Hopefully everyone's registering while I'm talking. While I know we're all sad not to be together, I'm thankful for technology that allows us to still gather virtually, because as we all know, while the world feels like it's coming to a screeching halt, we know breast cancer has not. Breast cancer is not canceled, and so neither is our mission. Throughout our program tonight, we'll hear some important updates about this year's walk, what it means to actually go virtual. It's not just what our kids have been doing for the last 3 months of the school year. It's actually some fun stuff we've got planned. We'll also hear why it's important to continue our efforts amidst this pandemic that we're all going through and the impact that COVID-19 has had on the breast cancer community here with us. As Zach mentioned, I'm now a 15-year breast cancer survivor. Woohoo, survivor, that's me. And I'm a grandma, and I'm a mother-in-law. So where are my fellow survivors at? Are you there? Put some in the chat. Let us know where you're at. Let us know the years, you know, 1 right now, current. I know there's some 30-year ones out there. But this event has become very near and dear to me and my family over the years, all the way back to 15 years ago. And over the past several years, I'm sure many of you longtime attendees can say the same. And maybe we're looking forward to this being your first one, and we still want you with us. This year's walk is going to look and feel a little different, but we have to look at this as an opportunity. This year, I encourage you to get creative and make the walk your own. Now that we've gone virtual, that means anyone, anywhere can join your team and walk with you on walk day. If we look at this as an opportunity to expand our reach, think about the impact we can have on our community. We know many people come together on our walk every year to be inspired and uplifted because they're confronting a disease that comes with so much dread and fear. We can still accomplish this virtually and plan to do so, but we need your help. We need your stories, your leadership, your enthusiasm, your selfies as you're walking, because that has always been the core of this event. All of us coming together for this one special reason. And we need it now more than ever to make this year a success. So as we enter our program tonight, sit back, relax, have some fun, listen in. I encourage you to think about how you can make this year your own and take the tools and information we give you so you can hashtag walk where you are. And I'm excited to announce that this year, just for registering for free, you're going to receive this very cool Komen branded face mask, a collector's item, if I do say so myself. These are only available while supplies last, so register now to ensure that you get one of these and can wear it as you need to, mostly in the grocery store, right? And walk where you are. We still must come together as a community to further our mission and ensure those facing breast cancer are not forgotten or alone. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy tonight's program. We've got a lot more in store, and I can't wait for the day that I can see and meet you all in person again. Back to you, Zach.
Thank you, Megan. And may I say, I wish you were my mother-in-law instead of what I usually deal with. Anyway, thank you so much, Megan. Rebecca, what did I say, Megan? For starting us off with that touching message, of course. Rebecca, we love having you as a chair, and congratulations once again. We're so thankful for her continued leadership, especially at a time like this where we need it most. Up next is Susan G. Komen Orange County CEO, Megan Klink, who has been with Komen OC since October of 2018, making this her second walk. Let's hear it for Megan Klink.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much, Zach. And I just have to say a huge thank you to Rebecca, my friend and an inspiration to all of us, for serving as our walk chair for not 1, not 2, but 3 years, and also as a member of our board of directors. We're incredibly grateful to you, Rebecca, and to your entire family, especially for your leadership during this challenging year. And all of you who are tuning in tonight, I know that you may have been staring at a screen all day long. And so thank you so much for making time for us and for this mission of the fight against breast cancer. And I hope that you all are doing well. And I'm so sorry that we couldn't be all together tonight for the kickoff. But we are so excited that this is our second annual More Than Pink Walk and our first ever virtual More Than Pink Walk, because, you know, we like to just keep it interesting around here at Komen. But in all seriousness, we are doing this because this is in the best interest of the people that we serve. We need to protect the health of our participants, many of whom are breast cancer survivors and are currently in treatment for the disease. So we're going to be leveraging the technology we've all come to know and love to ensure that we can walk together, even if we cannot physically be together. Because as Rebecca said, unfortunately, breast cancer isn't canceled. Our walk does serve 2 very important purposes. It's a fundraiser, and this helps to fuel breast cancer research and patient support, and provides all of those who are touched by breast cancer a sense of a compassionate community, and we can stand together in this fight. And we believe that we can preserve that community even in this new virtual world, and that you can walk where you are. And hey, one of the benefits of that is that those of you who previously could never attend one of our walks, whether that's due to where you live or your health or scheduling conflicts, or you know who you are, the people who do not like to wake up early, this is going to solve all of those issues and take all those barriers away, and we can all come together and be a part of this community of hope. Now, last year, we raised nearly $1 million, and that's a lot of money. And I know it sounds like a huge feat to do that again, and it is. But think about it this way. There's about 100 people who tuned into this event tonight. And if everybody who tuned in raised just $100, collectively, we could raise $10,000 just tonight. That would help fund 80 mammograms, critical screenings that would need to take place to help save lives. And so we know that this fundraising can help make a real difference for people that are facing breast cancer. And truly, they need us now more than ever. COVID-19 has undermined breast cancer treatment and screening. Important clinical trials have even been canceled. And so more so than ever, we all need to come together and show breast cancer patients that there's a whole community standing by their side. So I invite all of you and all of your friends and family and people who couldn't tune in tonight, please help spread the word. Join us this year and walk with us wherever you are and be a part of this greater community to help us move to a future where there is no breast cancer. Thank you all for being here tonight, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Thank you so much, Megan, for being such a tremendous leader and reminding us of the purpose of this event and why we're gathered here tonight. And speaking of which, I think it's time we have a little fun. Give away our first giveaway drawing. And our first giveaway is a certificate good for a complimentary 2-hour Duffy boat rental out of Newport Beach. Of course, you can go with a guy in a weird hat and a red shirt. There's a captain. There's a very rich old couple. There's a doctor who can make a radio out of a coconut. You can have a really good time. But remember, you must be present to win. You must be watching. And we're going to email you instructions on how to redeem your item. And the winner is, without further ado, Kathy Bastos. Congratulations, Kathy. We know you're a very big supporter, and we love to give it back. Go ahead. Yep. Let's tussle that in there. Let's take a few moments to recognize some of the key players in this year's walk. This year, and this walk is Coleman's biggest annual fundraiser. The majority of the money raised goes for breakthrough research and resources for those who need it most in Orange County. And thanks to our generous sponsors and fundraisers, Coleman OC is able to do more of that important work that they're doing throughout the community to fight breast cancer. Now, the walk campaign has only been open for a few months, and we already have teams who have raised thousands of dollars. We don't want to go another minute in this program without recognizing a few of our top teams so far. So thank you for those amazing teams and their amazing efforts. Coming in third place overall so far are the lovely ladies of Philopticus, captained by none other than Kathy Bastos, who just won. And this team has already raised $2,282. Maybe she can sell the Duffy boat ride, bring it up to, $3,200. We'll see what she does with that. Second in the running so far is Best Bitches. Best Bitches, captained by Reagan Ostrut. This team has raised $3,186. I mean, they're currently second best, but who knows how that's going to end up. And in first place, as of right now, is Team Enough, captained by Maritza Penger, who have raised over $5,965. Can someone give them $35 to get them to an even $6,000? That is incredible. Thank you to our top teams, and keep up the amazing work. There's still 2 months until the walk, so don't forget to keep fundraising. Don't take your pedal off the metal. Open through October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you still have 3 months to get your team into the top spot. And of course, we want to take a moment to acknowledge this year's sponsors. Look at all those wonderful groups. We have the District at Tustin, Naturel, Cox, Allergan, Bank of America, Walgreens, Kaiser Permanente, and more. Thank you for all of these wonderful sponsors. You've been so gracious and so flexible and generous in these uncertain times. Can't thank you enough. And if you think your company might be interested in sponsoring the 2020 virtual More Than Pink Walk, or if you just like some more information or in becoming a sponsor, simply reach out to us at info@comanoc.org. Now, as Megan reminded us, our mission is to serve and support those impacted by breast cancer, if you didn't already know that. And that mission is at the center of every single thing we do. To remind us of that mission and why it matters, we have Margarita McLaughlin joining us next. Her story is pretty incredible. Margarita was first diagnosed with HER2-positive breast cancer in 2017, with a reoccurrence in 2019. She captained her first team at last year's walk. Not only did she captain this team in the middle of treatment, she and her team raised over $6,700, coming out as one of our top fundraising teams overall. She just completed her final treatment this month, and she is here tonight to tell us why she walks and why we must continue our fight against breast cancer. Please welcome the very inspirational survivor and walk team captain, Margarita McLaughlin.
Hi, Zach. Thank you, Zach, and hi, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I'm really so happy to be here and thankful tonight to share my story. In 2017, when I was first diagnosed with HER2-positive cancer, I had a double lumpectomy and some radiation, and I thought I was one and done with cancer. I took a couple of months off and went back to life as usual. I was told that I had a 1% chance of cancer coming back, and I was able to get through that time with a little help from my friends and my family. During the next 2 years, I had a couple of biopsies, and they turned out to be benign. However, at my 2-year scan, I was told that the cancer had reoccurred. I was told that I would have 8 months of chemotherapy and an entire year of immune therapy. I was devastated. This time it was going to take an army to get me through this. The second diagnosis came a month before I had plans to return to Cuba, which was my birthplace. I told my doctor I was determined not to give it up. It would be the first trip back since I was 2 years old when we left. I won. I decided not to let cancer take that trip away from me. And shortly thereafter, all trips to Cuba were canceled for the American citizens. The day after, my kids, my granddaughter, and I returned from Cuba, I had my second chemotherapy treatment. I completed chemotherapy and I had my double mastectomy in January of 2020. It was time to celebrate again. I was cancer-free. This time I wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. I had never been. I had received some negative comments about traveling shortly thereafter, but I decided it was my opportunity and I would take it, and I did. The week we got back home, the country closed down for COVID-19. If there's anything that I can share with you, is that cancer has not canceled my hopes and my dreams. At some point in my treatment, I realized I wasn't fighting cancer, I was fighting for my life. At last year's walk, I was undergoing chemo, and I was determined to attend, even if it was in a wheelchair. And at the end of the walk, I got to dance with my family, my friends, and fellow survivors to celebrate life. And you know what? I made a promise to my niece that I would be a keynote speaker at the next walk, and here I am alive and proving it. This year, I'm celebrating an unremarkable PET scan, and that for me means I am cancer-free. Woohoo! This year, I want to walk because I want everyone to get early screenings, appropriate treatment, and medical attention they need to fight for their lives, your hopes, and your dreams. Cancer taught me to fight for my life and to take opportunities to live out my hopes and my dreams whenever you can. This year, the world is facing a pandemic that threatens our health and our economy. But please don't let COVID cancel your focus on the fight against cancer. Please don't postpone scans, any doctor's appointments, or any treatments. I personally know how much COVID has impacted my life. I lost my medical insurance in January. I lost my job in April. And each and every time I've hit a wall, I've turned to the ladies at Orange County, Susan G. Komen, and they have provided so much support and so many resources, and they have championed me and really helped me get through all of this. It is my hope and my dream to help others who are fighting, to know that we all care, and we encourage everyone to sign up for the walk, to walk where you are, and to support Susan G. Komen to help us fight cancer. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Wow. Thank you so much, Margarita. That was beautiful. We can all relate to some of the important things you've told us just now. You're an inspiration. You keep moving forward, and that's a beautiful thing. ComenOC.org/walk to walk alongside Margarita. Her passion for this cause makes this whole fight worthwhile. Up next, we have Komen OC's Director of Development, my friend Stacy Davis, who I've worked with directly over the past 3 years. She's absolutely wonderful. Stacy has been a part of the Komen OC team for over 13 years and now has many races and walks under her belt. She's still walking. In fact, she just got in from Georgia. She walked cross country to be here. She's here tonight to give us a few updates on the event. Stacy?
Thank you so much, Zach. So here's what to expect during this year's virtual campaign. There are top 7 things you need to know. So number 1 is the new virtual event date is Saturday, September 26th. Please be sure to mark your calendar for an opening ceremony at 9 a.m. We're going to stream some short and inspiring messages of hope to kick off this virtual walk. We'll also recognize sponsors, top fundraisers, survivors, and more. Number 2, what does it mean to have a virtual walk or walk where you are? It means we are meeting our supporters where they are with user-friendly ways to engage. We're coaching, we're recognizing participants during the campaign via phone calls and digital methods. So consider walking in your neighborhood, local park, or wherever else you are able to socially distance with your family, friends, and team members. Number 3, we currently have a More Than Pink mobile app to communicate with your team and to track your fundraising so that you can just download it now. But in early August, we will have an updated fitness tracker app that will allow you to track your steps, post pictures directly to social media, earn badges for activity challenges, and download social media filters. The update will automatically come across your current app if you haven't already downloaded it. So stay tuned about how to use these new features. Number 4, there is no registration fee. I think we've said that a couple times. Those that registered prior to June 30th for $15 will now see that fee has been included in their total fundraising goal. Why should you register for free? So that we can communicate with you. We want to talk to you. We want to tell you about all the fun programming updates. Number 5, the hot topic is t-shirts. So we encourage all participants to fundraise, but it's not required. Participants who fundraise $100 or more will receive a free gray walk t-shirt, which will be available for pickup only at a physically distant site, which we will determine the week before the virtual day event, the week of September 21st. Survivors who register for free will receive a pink t-shirt, and those living with metastatic breast cancer will receive a darker pink shirt. If survivors and those living with metastatic disease fundraise $100 or more, they will also collect the gray walk t-shirt. It's a lot about t-shirts, I know. Both will be available for pickup only at a socially distant site, which again, we will determine the week of September 21st. Number 6, we have a survivor car parade planned. So as a sponsor, the district at Tustin Legacy will host a physically distanced car parade where survivors and metastatic survivors can participate with pre-decorated cars. This is tentatively planned for Saturday, August 29th. The parade will be led by our very own Grand Marshal and survivor, Angelique Fong. Can't do it without her. We'll have a DJ and it will be videotaped as a highlight reel. And we'll show this reel during the opening ceremony on September 26th. So participation is by invitation only, and we are not going to have any spectators in the group. If you are interested in participating in the Survivor Car Parade, please email us at info@comanoc.org, as we will have a limited number of spots available should you like to join us. And last, number 7, More Than Pink Week. This is a series of activities, September 21st through the 25th, leading up to virtual event day on September 26th. We'll be hosting a fun theme every day that you can participate in, and more details on this will be coming soon. So be sure to follow us on social media and be on the lookout for our emails. And thank you so much. And don't forget to register tonight for free. Take it away, Zach.
Thank you, Stacy. Good job. I can't believe you memorized that whole thing. I downloaded the fitness tracker app. I just take it horseback riding. I'm able to get 100,000 steps in about 5 minutes. It works out really well. Well, a lot of exciting things happening. Hope you guys caught all that. If not, be sure to visit our FAQ page, FAQ page, frequently asked questions. Took me a long time before I realized what that stood for, on the walk website, or reach out to Komen OC if you have any questions about the walk. All right, I think it's time for another giveaway. You've been very patient. You've absorbed a lot of information. Time to give something back to you. This next giveaway is a complimentary 2-night stay for 2. Well, it wouldn't be much of a giveaway if it wasn't complimentary, was it? Otherwise, we'd be asking you to pay for a hotel. All right, complimentary 2-night stay at the Renaissance Palm Springs Hotel, donated by none other than, you guessed it, the Renaissance Palm Springs Hotel. It's valid through March 31st of 2021. Some blackout dates apply. Good thing it's not blackout nights, because we need those nights for you to stay there. Must be present. We'll reach out to you directly via email with the one you registered with, and instructions will be given to you on how to redeem your prize. And the winner is none other than Perla Fabello. Congratulations, Perla. We're so happy for you. By demonstration of this pom-pom, it shows our exuberation. All right, fantastic. Congratulations, Perla. You're going to Palm Springs. All righty. Now that I have your attention and everyone's all perked up, next we have the opportunity to introduce our team's coach at Komen Orange County, Susanna Turok. She's here to talk about fundraising, my favorite subject of all time. This is Komen's biggest fundraiser after all, so give it up for Susanna.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This pandemic has taken so much from us this year, but personally, I'm not letting it take away my passion or commitment to this cause, and I hope you won't either. Our walk may look different this year, but our fight is the same. This year marks 20 years since I lost my mom to breast cancer. Great. I'm all about making goals meaningful, so my personal goal is to raise $2,000 in her honor. Whew. As I walk through a few fundraising tips, I challenge you to think about your fundraising and goal and what would be meaningful to you and your team. As we mentioned, our More Than Pink Walk is Komen Orange County's biggest fundraiser, and it's instrumental in funding our initiatives. Our teams are such a major contributor to the success of the walk. Last year, our teams alone raised over $414,000. Although this year our event looks different, I know we can still make this a hugely successful fundraising year because our collective passion for this cause has not changed. Fundraising may feel challenging this year with everything going on in the world, but it's important to remember that breast cancer is still as urgent as ever, especially for those now facing a diagnosis or treatment amid this pandemic. This is why we must continue our fundraising efforts, and I'm here as your team's coach to do whatever I can to help you and your team be successful. We have so many fundraising tools and resources available in your fundraising center, which you can access through the More Than Pink Walk app. For virtual fundraising event ideas, contact me directly, and I'd love to help you brainstorm a few ideas that work for you and your team. I also send out weekly Team Captain newsletters with lots of tips, ideas, and fundraising tools. So please check those out. And if you're not receiving those, just reach out to us and we'll get you on the list. Not only do we have resources and tools to help you fundraise, we also have an entire fundraising incentive program where you earn rewards just for fundraising. Check out this year's amazing fundraising items on the screen. You're eligible for one of these great items just by registering and fundraising. The first step, though, whether you're asking people to join your team or ask for donations, is to customize your team page. This is where you can explain why you walk and share your story. Once this is customized, share it on social and via email with your network and community. You can also easily connect to your fundraising page directly to Facebook through your fundraising center online or on the app. Many of our participants last year raised an average of $212 just on Facebook alone. So if you can, we highly recommend using the feature to help spread the word and raise important funds. The second thing all participants and team captains should do is set a fundraising goal. Like I said before, you can make this goal something meaningful to you and your team. Think about your goal and what might be attainable for you and your team this year, and make your goal known. Don't sell yourself short. One of our small teams, shout out to Team Terry Ann, who's on the call, has only 2 team members every year and raises around $5,000 every year. They do this just by asking their friends and family and coworkers to support them. So even small teams can make a huge impact. I'm going to send out a virtual commitment card after the program to each of you, and I want you to fill it out with you and or your team's goal and send it back to me. Everyone that sends it back to me by July 31st will be entered to win a piece of Komen swag, so be on the lookout for an email from me. Last but not least, to help with your team recruitment, this year we're giving away customizable yard signs to the first 50 team captains that claim them. These can be put in your yard to let people know you're walking and get your neighbors, friends, and family to support you and join your team. We'll be announcing our socially distanced pickup dates for those yard signs soon, so stay tuned. Again, I am your team's coach, and I am here to support you in your recruitment and your fundraising in any way I can. So please reach out to me directly, and I can't wait to hear from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susanna. Thank you so much for being a leader in so many ways, for the way you pretty much put this whole event together. Komen Orange County empowers breast cancer patients and caregivers with personalized information. It improves access to high quality health support, and of course, advocates for strong public policy and to fund innovative research. By participating in the virtual Orange County More Than Pink Walk, you are sharing your commitment to becoming an ally for the men, women, and families in your community who have been impacted by breast cancer. Everything in our world is different. But the only new ingredient needed in our lives is the courage of our conviction to evolve for the sake of what's important. Ultimately, we must forge ahead, and you must be the version of yourself that is proud of your choices. It's in these moments of ethical and moral decision-making that your character and your destiny is shaped. Here at Komen, we've identified how to conquer our debt and to forge in this new path together. Won't you join us? We must give our power, our energy, and our strength to that solution. Won't you join us? The path to success takes determined action, and much like our walk, we simply hope that you will take those first steps with us. Won't you join us? In this new virtual environment, with physically distanced gatherings, think of your role in the new virtual walk campaign. You could host a mini walk party, which are happening all over the county. And as a walk party host, you can let your creativity fly. You can do all sorts of stuff. It doesn't matter. Be that agent of positive change and support the lives of others in so many ways. Tell them your own remarkable story. All you need to do is invite them to register, and Komen will lead that involvement. Komen's ever so recognizable color is pink. It's bright, it's hopeful, like pink champagne, which makes it a really fun party. But we all know that fighting breast cancer goes beyond wearing a signature pink ribbon. So what does a More Than Pink party look like? That's totally up to you. Don't let your mind settle. Our hearts and our souls are called to do more, to give more, to appreciate more, to make every moment meaningful. That gift is called life, to make every moment meaningful. I challenge you to be the best version of yourself and join the ranks of not just the people that talk the talk, but people that walk the walk. We are bold. We are fearless. We walk together, even when we're apart. So you can get started at komenoc.org/walk. Again, that's komenoc.org/walk. The Komen team and I look forward to seeing you again on Virtual Walk Day on September 26th. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us this evening for our virtual kickoff. We hope that you feel informed. We hope that you feel inspired and that you'll join us for this year's virtual More Than Pink Walk. Now, to close us out, I have something to give back to one of you and to announce the winner of our grand finale surprise gift. Complimentary 3-day and 2-night stay in the standard suite with breakfast and parking at the Doubletree Suites by Hilton. Originally the Triple Tree Suites, but they chopped down a tree. Why'd they decide on that name, Doubletree? Anyway, Generously donated by none other than Doubletree Doheny Beach. The offer is valid. Offer only valid September 30th, 2020 through January 31st, 2021. You must be present here, and we're going to send you instructions on how to redeem your item. And the winner of the final prize, the moment you have all been waiting for, the staycation you have been needing of your dreams, goes to, when I was a little boy, my dad took me fishing. No, okay. It goes to Nancy Negrette. Congratulations, Nancy. You and your loved ones are going to stay at the Doubletree overlooking the ocean at Doheny. Maybe take a surf lesson, go on a bike ride. You're going to have a wonderful time down there. Congratulations again. And thank you to all of our wonderful winners. And we'll be in touch with our giveaway winners directly so you can redeem your prize. If not, I redeem it myself. Thank you again for joining us, and be sure to register for free at comanoc.org/walk and lock in one of those limited edition Komen face masks. My name is Zach Crone. And on behalf of the entire team here at Orange County, thank you so much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.
Inside my bones, it goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my